Hi all, thanks for tuning in. My name's Jessie. Thanks for being here. I'm happy to be able to offer this practice online. We're going to do a nice well-rounded flow today. We'll just use one prop if you'd like it. I have a block here at the studio. If you're at home and you want to grab a book or a blanket or a sweatshirt or anything else you might want to use, you can go ahead and grab that and we'll get started. So we'll start in a nice comfortable seat. Option to grab your prop if you have it. You can either sit cross-legged down on the mat or on your floor, or if you want to take supported hero's pose and sit down on the shins, you can take that as well. And then upon arrival here, go ahead and take any little fidgets you need to be a little bit more comfortable in your seat. Maybe wiggling out through the hips, bringing the palms face down on the thighs. If you'd like to maybe roll the shoulders up to the ears and then draw them down the back, go ahead and take that. And then go ahead and begin to find a steady gaze, either a little bit down past the nose on the ground, or maybe gently allow the eyes to close here if that feels comfortable. And we'll just begin to settle here, beginning to arrive, beginning to notice any thoughts, sensations, emotions you may have brought with you to the mat this morning. And without trying to change, judge, or criticize anything that's come up here for you, just simply acknowledging and accepting wherever you may be at today. And then from here, we'll begin to gently shift the awareness to the breath. So again, without trying to change it just yet, just begin to follow the natural rhythm of your breath. So go ahead and begin to follow your next inhale, in through the nose, filling up the lungs, the chest, the belly. And then go ahead and follow the exhale all the way out, empty out. From here, go ahead and begin to deepen your next inhale in through the nose. And take a full, complete exhale out, let it go. We'll take that 2 more times. Big breath in to fill up. And a complete exhale, release. 1 more time like that. Big breath in through the nose. And a complete exhale to release. From here, go ahead and bring both hands together in front of the heart. You can gently rest the thumbs right on the breastbone or the sternum and take just a gentle tuck to the chin, nice and long through the back of the neck. Take 1 more big round of breath here. Go ahead and empty all of your air out completely to begin. Take a big breath in through the nose to fill up. Maybe taking a gentle pause at the top of the inhale, option for another sip of air at the top. And then open the mouth, let it all go. From here, you can slowly, gently begin to release, hands down to the thighs. You can blink the eyes open if they're closed. We'll just add some gentle movements to start with an inhale. Go ahead and drop chin to chest. And then with the exhale, go ahead and drop right ear towards right shoulder. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath, so if you'd like to add anything on, you can walk the left fingertips outside the left hip. And then if you want a little more, you can even add the right hand on top of the head for a little bit of weight. So wherever you are, we'll stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Big breath in. Full breath out. 1 more round, wherever you are, nice long inhale. Complete exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and drop chin to chest, hands come back to the thighs. And take it over to the other side with an exhale. Go ahead and drop left ear to left shoulder. And meeting yourself where you're at on this side, maybe walking right fingertips outside the right hip. Maybe adding a little weight on the top of the head with the left hand. And wherever you are, we'll take 2 rounds of breath. Big breath in. Full breath out. Nice long inhale, fill up. And a complete exhale, release. With your next inhale, go ahead and drop chin to chest, hands come back to the thighs. And then with the exhale, go ahead and bring the head back up, chins parallel with the ground. From here, we'll add the arms. With an inhale, we'll reach the arms wide and high with an inhale. With an exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. We'll take that 3 more times. So syncing movement with breath, so if you can use the whole inhale to reach the arms up. The gaze can follow if you'd like. And the whole exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. 2 more times like that. The whole inhale, arms come up. Gaze can follow if you'd like. And the whole exhale, hands come down. 1 last time like that. Inhale, arms come up high. Exhale, hands come together in front of the heart. Go ahead and reach both arms up high, inhale. This time with the exhale, we'll take a twist open to the right. So right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to outside of right knee. Gazing either over to the side, or you can bring the gaze back behind the right shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. Big breath in wherever you are. Complete breath out. One more inhale here, nice tall spine. And maybe twisting a little deeper with your exhale. With your next in-breath, go ahead and reach arms up high, come through center. Exhale, twist it open to the left, left hand behind you, right hand outside left knee. Gazing to the side or bringing the gaze back behind left shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more round wherever you are. Inhale, nice tall spine. Complete exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and reach arms up high through center. With the exhale, hands come forward and down. Make your way to tabletop. So if you're on a prop, you can just go ahead and scooch it off to the side for now. And then from here, go ahead and find your neutral table, stacking wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then go ahead and find any freeform movements that feel good here, maybe just wagging out through the tail. And then to start, if you'd like to take some nice big hip circles, you can go ahead and draw the hips back towards the heels and then begin to shift the weight forward into the hands. Just taking some nice easy movements here. Staying with nice long even breaths. And if you are taking your circles, you can go ahead and begin to shift direction. Eventually making your way back through a neutral tabletop. No rush to get there. And then we'll come into cat-cow. When you feel ready, it's with an inhale. You'll go ahead and allow the belly to drop. Bring the gaze and the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then exhale to round. Bring the gaze towards the navel. Moving with your breath like that. With the inhale, the belly drops. Gaze and tailbone come up. Exhale to round, creating space between the shoulder blades. Go ahead and take 3 to 5 more rounds like that, moving as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale to round, gazing towards the navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze and tailbone come up. Exhale to round, push the floor away. Go ahead and take that 2 more times with the inhale, belly drops. Exhale to round. One more time like that with the inhale, belly drops. Exhale to round. Go ahead and come through a neutral table with your inhale. And then with the exhale, we'll take our C curves. So we'll start with the right. Bring the gaze back behind the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, go ahead and take the gaze back over the left shoulder. One more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, gazing back over right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, gaze back over left shoulder. Inhale through center. And then from here, we're going to come into puppy pose. So if you want to stay on your mat, you might want to back it up a little bit. You'll keep the hips lifted above the knees, and then go ahead and begin to walk the hands as far forward as they'll go here. If there seems to be a bunch of space underneath the forehead and you want to grab whatever prop you may have at home to put underneath the forehead, you can take this option. If puppy pose is a regular pose in your practice and you want a little more and you want to bring the chin to the mat, you can go ahead and take that option. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath wherever you are. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last round here, option to tent the fingertips, lift the elbows, breathe into spaces underneath the armpits. And a complete exhale. With your next inhale, slowly, gently begin to make your way back through tabletop. And then from here, we'll begin to tuck all 10 toes and just begin to hover the knees. So knees hover about 1 inch or 2 above the mat. Maybe feeling the core turn on here. Navel hugs in towards the spine. We'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, go ahead, begin to straighten through the backs of the legs and grow into your downward facing dog. If this is your first down dog of the day, or maybe it's not, just go ahead and take any movements here that feel good. Maybe deeply bending through right knee and then the left.
Maybe shaking the head, yes and no. Finding any movements that feel good here in your downward facing dog. Going to drop my knees and put my hair up for a second. Can stay up in your down dog. We'll take 3 rounds of breath wherever you are. Big breath in through the nose. Complete breath out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Big breath in. Complete breath out. 1 more right here. Big breath in. Full breath out. From here, we'll add a little bit of movement. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, heels fall towards back edge of the mat. 2 more times like that. Inhale, come up onto tiptoes. Exhale, heels fall. 1 more time like that. Inhale, come onto tiptoes. Exhale, heels fall. Inhale, this time glide all the way forward into your plank pose. Exhale to stay here. 1 more big breath in, push the floor away. With the exhale, hips guide you back to downward facing dog. Clearing breath here, big breath in. Full breath out. Go ahead and take a big bend into the knees, gaze between the hands. We'll just take baby steps all the way up to the top of the mat. If you want to take a float or a hop, go ahead. From here, go ahead and forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, hands slide onto the shins, crown of the head moves forward. And then go ahead, exhale and fold. And we'll stay here and hold in this first forward fold. So option to take ragdoll if you want to grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Another option here is if you want to grab your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. You can splay the elbows out wide, bend the knees a lot. Key here is to really let the head hang heavy, no matter what variation you're in. So we'll take 3 rounds of breath here. Option to flutter the lips with the exhale if you'd like. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Go ahead and gently begin to release the grip if you have it. Big bend into the knees. We'll slowly roll all the way up through standing. Arms will come up high. No rush to get there. And then exhale, hands come together in front of the heart. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here in mountain pose. So option to keep the hands where they are in front of the heart, or maybe bringing palms down by the sides, palms face forward. Go ahead and take a moment here to check in with the feet. See if you can actively ground down through all corners of the feet, big toe edge, pinky toe edge, and heels. And then option to gently rock a little bit forward and back from heel to ball mound if you'd like to kind of find your center point here. Once you've found it, you can go ahead and stand tall in stillness. Go ahead and find that steady gaze again, either a little bit down past the nose or maybe allow the eyes to close here. Take 3 rounds of breath, big breath in, grounding down through the feet. Complete exhale, maybe shoulders relax a little more away from the ears. Big breath in. Full breath out. 1 more round here, nice and tall in your Tadasana mountain pose. Big breath in. Complete breath out. From here, you can blink the eyes open if they're closed. We'll inhale to reach both arms up high. Exhale, hands come together in front of the heart. Inhale, both arms up high. And then exhale, we'll fold it out, hinging at the hips. Your style, you can either swan dive, hands out wide, or trace the midline down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, go ahead and plant the hands. We'll step back to plank with the right foot and then the left. Take an inhale when you arrive. And then with the exhale, we're gonna lower the knees, chest, chin this first round. The elbows hug in, hips stay lifted. The inhale glides you all the way forward through your back bend. Maybe baby cobra this first round. Tops of the feet come to the mat, maybe hands hover. Back of the neck is long, big breath in. And then use your exhale to make your way all the way back to downward facing dog. You've got options. You can come through hands and knees, and then tuck the toes and come back. Or you can just tuck the toes, press right up through plank, top of a push-up, and then shift the hips back, downward facing dog. When you arrive, go ahead, take a clearing breath, big breath in. Full breath out. 2 more rounds, just like that, big breath in. Full breath out. And 1 more here, nice long inhale. Complete exhale. Go ahead and put a nice big bend into the knees, gaze between the hands, step walker, float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift upon arrival. Hands slide onto the shins. Crown of the head moves forward. Exhale, fold. Come on all the way up with your inhale. Bend in the knees. Arms come high. Exhale, hands come together. Just one round of breath here in Tadasana this time. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, fold it out your style. Either swan dive, hands out wide, or trace the midline down. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Go ahead and step back to plank, left foot, and then the right. Inhale here. Exhale to lower. You can again take knees, chest, chin if you'd like. You can just drop the knees and take half chaturanga, elbows hug in. Inhale glides you forward through your back bend, cobra or up dog. Tops of the feet, hands press into the mat. And the exhale takes you all the way back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a clearing breath here upon arrival. Big breath in. Full breath out. From here, inhale, reach your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. From here, we're gonna take our sways. With the exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, shift the body forward into plank. Inhale to sweep that right leg back. Exhale, go ahead and draw right knee towards right elbow. Inhale, sweep that right leg back. Exhale, go ahead and cross the body, right knee towards left elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, knee to nose, last time, and hold here. Inhale to maybe lift the knee an inch higher. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Go ahead and drop that back knee down. From here, you can untuck those back toes. We're gonna come up into a low lunge. With an inhale, arms come high. Exhale to settle here. Big breath in, reach through fingertips. And then with the exhale, we're just gonna bend at the elbows to cactus. The arms open up through the chest. Big breath in, reach up. Big breath out, bending at the elbows, cactus arms. One more time like that. Inhale, reach up. With the exhale, go ahead and cactus. Inhale, reach up last time. And then with the exhale, hands come forward and down to frame that front foot. Go ahead and tuck the back toes, lift the left knee up. We'll step back to plank, right foot meets the left. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Again, maybe taking knees, chest, chin, or if you're taking full chaturanga, the elbows come in to lower halfway down. Inhale. Glides you forward through your back bend, cobra or up dog. And ride the exhale all the way back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to notice if this downward dog feels any different than the first. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep left leg back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, go ahead and sweep that left leg back. Exhale, cross the body, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, knee to nose and hold here. Inhale, maybe lift the knee an inch higher. Exhale, step that left foot through between the hands. Go ahead and drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. With an inhale, we'll come up into low lunge, opposite side. Exhale to settle here. We'll take that cactus arm flow this side. Inhale to reach through fingertips. Exhale, go ahead, bend at the elbows, open through the chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus. Two more times like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to reach. Exhale, cactus. Last time, arms reach up with an inhale. With the exhale, hands come forward and down. Frame that front foot. Go ahead and tuck the back toes, lift right knee up. We'll step back to plank. Left foot meets the right. Inhale here. Exhale to lower, or you can always just shift it right back to down dog if you want to skip the vinyasa. If you're lowering down with control, elbows hug in. The inhale glides you forward. And the exhale takes you all the way back, downward facing dog. From here, we'll stay here for about 5 rounds of breath, or option to drop the knees and take a rest down in child's pose if you'd like. You can bring the forehead down to the mat. Hands walk forward. You can even bring the hands down by the sides if you'd like. If you're in child's pose, balasana, staying in stillness, or maybe gently rocking the forehead from left to right, massaging out third eye point. If you're in downward facing dog, again, finding any movements that feel good, maybe stretching out through backs of the legs, bending through one knee at a time. Wherever you are, take 3 more rounds of breath. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. A full breath out. A big breath in. And a full breath out. Go ahead and begin to make your way back through downward facing dog if you're not there already. Take 1 clearing breath here together. Big breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. From here, reach right leg up and back with an inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, go ahead and step the right foot through between the hands. We're gonna keep the back knee lifted this time. We're gonna come up into a crescent lunge. So go ahead and inhale to reach the arms up high. Nice big bend in the front knee, extending out through that back heel. And exhale to settle here. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. And then with your exhale, we're gonna take an open twist to the right. So right hand comes behind you, left hand comes forward. Full round of breath here, big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to sweep the arms forward through crescent lunge. And then with the exhale, we're gonna open up into warrior 2. So go ahead and spin your back foot so it's parallel with short edges of the mat. Nice big bend in the front knee and reaching through all fingertips. If you wanna find a steady gaze, you can gaze over middle finger of the right hand. Wherever you are, we'll take 2 rounds of breath. Big breath in, full breath out. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale to flip your front palm. And then with the exhale, we'll reverse it. So you can bring the left hand to the back of the left thigh, reach up with the right arm, or maybe left hand comes to around the low back for the half bind. Wherever you are, make sure you can still take a nice big breath in and a full breath out. 1 more round, wherever you are, inhale. Complete exhale. With your next inhale, arms sweep back through warrior 2. And with the exhale, go ahead and windmill the hands all the way forward to frame the front foot, spin the back toes. We'll step back with right foot to meet the left. Inhale here in plank. And then options, you can either exhale, shift right back to down dog, or maybe exhale to lower through the elbows, hug in. Inhale glides you through cobra or up dog. And the exhale takes you all the way back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Clearing breath here, big breath in. Full breath out. Take that on the other side. With an inhale, go ahead and reach left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. With an exhale, go ahead and step that left foot through between the hands. High lunge, opposite side. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale to settle here. 1 more round right here. Again, nice big bend in the front knee. Inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale where you are. With the exhale, we'll take that open twist this side. So left hand draws back, right hand comes forward. Full round of breath here, big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale back through crescent lunge, in, arms come forward. Exhale, open up warrior 2, opposite side. Go ahead and spin the back foot so it's parallel with short edges of the mat. Big bend in the front knee and reaching through all fingertips. Again, if you want a steady gaze, you can gaze over middle finger of that left hand. We'll take 2 rounds of breath, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to flip your front palm. With the exhale, reverse, right hand comes to back of right thigh, or maybe reaches around low back for left hip crease. Wherever you are, 2 rounds of breath, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, the arms sweep you back, warrior 2. Exhale, go ahead and windmill the hands to frame the front foot, spin the back toes, left foot steps back to meet the right. Inhale here in plank. Exhale to either lower, just shift right back to down dog. The inhale glides you through your back bend. And the exhale takes you all the way back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 rounds of lion's breath here together. So with the exhale, you'll stick the tongue out, let it go. Big breath in. Exhale, stick the tongue out, release. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Stick the tongue out, let it go. Last time like that, big breath in. Stick the tongue out, let it go. Big bend into the knees, gaze between the hands, step walk or float to the top of the mat. Upon arrival, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale to fold. Big bend into the knees, inhale, arms come all the way up high. And then with the exhale, we're gonna sink back into our chair. So from here, you can either keep the feet about hips distance apart or maybe bring the big toes together to touch, heels about 1 inch or 2 apart. Wherever you are, in either variation, just make sure you can peek down and see all 10 toes. So maybe sinking the hips a little further back. Big breath in, full breath out. Big breath in, full breath out. From here, we're just gonna take a little arm flow. Inhale where you are, Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep the breath back. We'll take that 3 times. Inhale, come on up through your chair. Exhale to sweep it back. 2 more times like that. Inhale, come on up, Utkatasana. Exhale, sweep it back. You can keep the knees bent or option to try diver's pose, maybe straightening through the legs, coming onto ball mounds of the feet. 1 more time. Inhale, come up through chair. Exhale, sweep it back. This time, inhale, come all the way up through standing, straighten through the legs. You can heel toe the feet apart if they're together, and then exhale to go ahead and fold it out, hinging at the hips. We'll hold here for a couple rounds of breath, so maybe taking ragdoll again, or a couple other options. You have your peace fingers to the outsides of the big toes, splaying out wide through the elbows, bending through the knees. Or another option is if you want to try gorilla, you can go ahead and walk the toes all the way up to the wrist creases, bend it through the knees. Again, really let the head hang heavy. Wherever you are, we'll take 3 rounds of breath. Big breath in, full breath out. Big breath in, complete breath out. 1 more round, wherever you are, big breath in, and a full breath out. From here, go ahead and slowly, gently begin to release any grip you may have here. We'll roll all the way up through standing arms, come up high, inhale. Exhale, hands come together in front of the heart. 1 round of breath here in Tadasana, perhaps noticing the heartbeat. Big breath in, and a full breath out. With an inhale, go ahead and reach the arms up high. Exhale to fold it out, hinging at the hips. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step back to plank. You can either step 1 foot at a time, maybe taking a hop back if you'd like. Inhale here. Exhale to lower through your chaturanga. You can drop the knees, you can skip it and just meet up back in downward facing dog, your choice. 1 round of breath upon arrival, big breath in. Full breath out. From here, inhale to glide all the way forward to plank. And then exhale to lower all the way down onto the belly. Go ahead and untuck the toes. And then from here, we're gonna take the hands a little bit wider than the mat. Go ahead and tent the fingertips. Bring tops of the feet to the mat if they're not there already. And with your inhale, we're just gonna slowly, gently begin to peel the chest up. And then with the exhale, go ahead and bring the forehead down to kiss the mat, slowly, gently. We'll take that 3 more times. Inhale, gently peel the chest up. Exhale, slowly, gently lower. 2 more times like that. Inhale, go ahead and peel the chest up. Exhale, slowly, gently lower. Last time, inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale, lower. Go ahead and lower all the way down. Bring a cheek to the mat, hands come down by the sides. Or you can go ahead and make a little pillow by stacking the hands for the forehead. Option to wiggle out the hips here. If you want to bend the knees, bring the feet up to point up towards the ceiling and go ahead and rock the feet from left to right. Can feel good on the low back. Go ahead and take 1 round of breath wherever you are. And then if you took the windshield wiper feet, you can go ahead and begin to slow those down, bring tops of the feet back down. We'll take our hands again a little bit wider than the mat. Same thing with the inhale, go ahead and peel the chest up, press into fingertips, tops of the feet. And then with the exhale, we're gonna drop the right shoulder, bring the gaze back over the left. Inhale to come up through center. Exhale, go ahead and drop left shoulder, bring the gaze over the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop right shoulder, gaze over left. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop left, gaze over right. Go ahead and take that one more time on your own, each side. And after that left side, go ahead and peel the chest up through center with an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can take opposite cheek to the mat, hands come down by the sides, or again, if you want to make a little pillow by stacking the hands for the forehead, go ahead. Option to wiggle out hips again if you want to windshield wiper the legs. Go ahead and bend through the knees. Feet fall from left to right. Full round of breath wherever you are. Big breath in. Full breath out. From here, go ahead and slowly, gently begin to bring tops of the feet back down. From here, go ahead and zip the legs together. We're going to take a couple of rounds of Locust Pose. So to prepare, go ahead and bring the arms down by the sides and bring the forehead to the mat. And then before lifting anything else up, just go ahead and begin to draw the shoulder blades towards one another on the back. So kind of like this baby cobra motion. And then with your next inhale, go ahead and begin to peel the chest up and go ahead and lift everything else up. If you want to add the legs, you can engage the glutes to lift the legs. Legs are zipped together. And here, back of the neck is long. So again, the gaze is forward and down here. Big breath in. Full breath out. 2 more rounds, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last inhale, maybe lift a little higher. And then with the exhale, go ahead and lower all the way down. Take a cheek or go ahead and make your little pillow by stacking the hands for the forehead. Last option, a windshield wiper through the legs. If you'd like to bend through the knees, go ahead and let the feet fall from left to right. And then from here, you can go ahead and begin to draw the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. We'll press up through downward dog. So again, you can either press right up through plank, or you can come through hands and knees and then tuck the toes. Hips come high and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a clearing breath here. Big breath in. Full breath out. From here, we're going to come into Pigeon Pose. So if you know the hips are super tight and you'd rather take your figure 4s on your back, that's totally an option as well. If you'd like to take Pigeon, we'll start with the right side. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. And then with the exhale, go ahead and draw the right knee towards the right wrist. And then you can drop it down. And then peek back and see if you can step those left toes maybe an inch further back. Go ahead and untuck the toes. And then check in with yourself here. If there's a whole bunch of space underneath the right hip and you have a prop, like maybe a blanket or a sweatshirt you want to put under there, you can go ahead and take that. Or if you have your block, you can do that as well. Inhale to draw the hands in towards the hips. And then with the exhale, we'll begin to recline forward. So just meeting yourself where you're at here. Again, maybe you don't recline all the way. Maybe you grab one of your props. You can bring the forearms to that. You can bring a pillow here and kind of recline all the way down onto that. Or you can go ahead and again make that little pillow by stacking the hands for the forehead if this feels good to recline this far here. And so just meeting yourself where you're at, we'll take about 5 rounds of breath. So you can go ahead and take any little fidgets you need to be maybe 5 or 10% more comfortable here. We tend to hold a lot of tension in the hips, so whether that be physically, emotionally, or mentally, just breathing into whatever may come up here for you. Big breath in. Full breath out. And if it's a helpful visual, you can send the breath to the outer right hip. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Go ahead and take 3 more rounds on your own. And after that 3rd complete exhale, you can slowly, gently begin to come out of this posture. So you can begin to walk the hands back in towards the hips. We'll go ahead and tuck those back toes, lift the left knee up, and we'll swing the right leg back through 3-legged dog once more. From here, go ahead and bend the knee to stack the hips. You can open up here and then roll out through the ankle. If you want to take some nice big knee circles, that can feel good too. And then eventually bringing that right foot down to meet the left. Option to take one last vinyasa pass before coming into pigeon on the left. You can also just come right into pigeon on the left. So if you want to take the pass, inhale to glide forward to plank. Exhale to lower, elbows hug in. Inhale glides you through your back bend. And the exhale takes you all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, go ahead and draw left knee towards left wrist. Drop it down. And then go ahead and peek back. See if you can step those right toes maybe an inch further back. Untuck the toes. And then checking in with left hip here. If there's a whole bunch of space and you want to take a block, blanket, pillow, anything underneath that left hip, go ahead. And then inhale to walk the hands in towards the hips. Exhale to begin to recline forward. Again, meeting yourself where you're at on this side. Maybe you take a pillow here. Maybe forearms come to a block. Or maybe you recline all the way down, bringing the hands to make a little pillow for the forehead. And then again, go ahead and take any little fidgets you need here to be 5 or 10% more comfortable. You can take a moment to notice any differences from left to right side, but leaving it at that noticing. Take 5 rounds here, big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. If you took the visual on the other side and you want to imagine the breath flowing into the outer left hip, go ahead and take that big breath in. Full breath out. Take 3 more rounds on your own, nice long even breaths. The inhale fills you up. And the exhale, release. 2 more rounds. And after that second complete exhale, go ahead and slowly, gently begin to bring yourself out of this posture by walking the hands back in towards the hips. Go ahead and tuck those right toes. We'll lift the right knee up and swing that left leg back through 3-legged dog. Go ahead and bend the knee, stack the hips, open up here, and then if you'd like to roll out through the ankle, maybe draw some nice big knee circles. That can feel good. And then go ahead and bring left knee, left foot down next to the right, and we'll drop the knees down. We'll come through seated. From here, go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. And from here, you can have the feet as close or as far away from the hips as you'd like. It'll just change the stretch a little bit. And then from here, go ahead and inhale to sit up nice and tall. And then with the exhale, heart first forward, begin to fold. And then again, maybe the hands stay on the mat as leverage. You can begin to tuck the chin if that feels good. We'll hang here for about 3 rounds of breath. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last round here, big breath in. And a full breath out. From here with an inhale, slowly, gently begin to walk the hands back in towards the hips. And we'll keep the left foot where it is. Go ahead and extend the right leg out long. Option to remove some flesh from underneath that right sits bone if you'd like. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale again, heart first forward, begin to fold. Here, maybe the hands reach for the foot if that's available for you. Maybe the hands stay on the mat for leverage. Here, forehead's moving towards the knee, but it doesn't have to be anywhere near touching. We'll take 3 rounds of breath wherever you are. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Slowly, gently with an inhale, walk the hands back in towards the hips. And we'll switch other side. So go ahead and bring the right foot in. Left leg extends out long. Option to remove some flesh from under that left sits bone if you'd like. And then go ahead and inhale, sit up nice and tall. With the exhale, begin to fold forward. Again, maybe reaching for the foot if that's available for you. You can also use the mat as leverage, kind of pulling the hands towards the body. And then go ahead and tuck the chin, drawing the forehead towards the knee. Again, it doesn't have to be anywhere near touching. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. And a full breath out. With your next inhale, go ahead and begin to slowly, gently come on back up through seated. We'll extend both legs out long. And then from here, we'll take a few rounds of breath in staff pose, Dandasana. So go ahead and bring the hands to the outsides of the hips. Toes point up to the ceiling, sit up nice and tall. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more round here. Big breath in. Full breath out. From here, we'll take a seated forward fold. So option to bend the knees a little bit if you want to grab your prop, if you have it, to bring underneath the knees. This can kind of help to make it be more of a full spinal stretch instead of just reaching for the feet and going for the hamstring stretch. So from here, again, just like before with each leg at a time, go ahead and inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then with the exhale, heart first, forward, begin to fold. And then again, maybe reaching for the feet if that's available for you. Maybe the hands stay on the mat as leverage. Go ahead and tuck the chin. Big breath in. Full breath out. 3 more rounds here. Option 2, fold a little bit deeper with each exhale. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Full breath out. And last round here. Nice long inhale. Complete exhale. Slowly, gently begin to come on back up. Hands walk back in towards the hips. And from here, we'll make our way onto our backs. So however you'd like to get there. Once you arrive, you can go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Option to rock it out a little bit from side to side. You can either keep the knees together, or maybe take the knees wide here, kind of take this half happy baby variation. And then go ahead and bring both knees together. From here, we'll take our supine twists. We'll start by letting the knees fall over to the right. So if you'd like to pick up the hips and scoot them an inch over to the left, go ahead. And then go ahead and let both knees fall over to the right. Keeping the shoulders grounded, maybe arms are out to a T. You can bend at the elbows, take goddess, or right hand comes to the outside of left knee. From here, gazing up, or maybe bring the gaze over the left shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here. Big breath in. Full breath out. Maybe releasing into the twist a little more with each exhale. Big breath in. Full breath out. And last round here, nice long inhale, fill up. Complete exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and make your way back through center. And with the exhale, we'll take it over to the opposite side. So if knees are falling to the left, you can go ahead and pick up the hips, scoot them an inch over to the right. And then meeting yourself where you're at on this side. Maybe your arms are out to a T. Maybe you're in goddess. Left hand can come to outside of the right knee. Also, if there's a bunch of space between the knees, you can also grab a pillow or a block to put between the legs. Here, gazing up or gazing over opposite shoulder, then knees are falling. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. Complete breath out. One more round, maybe releasing into the twist a little more with the exhale. Big breath in. Complete breath out. From here, slowly, gently make your way back through center with an inhale. And then from here, go ahead and take a moment or two to take any final postures you'd like before coming into your final resting pose. So if there's anything we didn't get to, if you want to take supported or unsupported bridge or shoulder stand or anything else the body's craving, feel free to come into that now. If you're feeling complete and want to come right into your Shavasana, you can go ahead and begin to fully extend out on the back. If for any reason you'd rather take Shavasana on the belly or on the side, if that's more comfortable, that's totally great as well. So from here, go ahead and extend all limbs out long. Maybe palms are face up traditionally. If you feel like you need a little bit more grounding, you can bring the palms to face down. And then whenever you arrive in whatever is this final resting pose for you, you can go ahead and begin to release any control of the breath. You can allow it to come back to its natural rhythm. Releasing any control of the body, allowing it to be heavy and supported. Taking a moment here to rest, to absorb the benefits of your practice. And wherever you are, go ahead and begin to slowly, gently begin to deepen your next inhale. And let the exhale just happen naturally. If you'd like to breathe, any small movements back into the body, maybe wiggling out through fingers and toes. You can brush each fingertip along the thumb pad. Maybe rocking head from left to right if you'd like. And then option to take a full body stretch with your next inhale, maybe reaching arms up overhead, reaching through fingers and toes. And with the exhale, go ahead and hug the knees into the chest one last time. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then go ahead and let the knees fall over to one side. It doesn't matter which. So just taking a moment here in seed pose or fetal pose, expressing some gratitude to yourself for showing up. And with a soft gaze or with eyes remaining closed, go ahead and press yourself back up to a comfortable seat where we started. You can bring hands together in front of the heart or anywhere else you'd like them to be to close your practice today. Go ahead and take that gentle tuck to the chin, nice and long through the back of the neck. Thumbs can rest right on the sternum or the breastbone. To close, we'll take 3 big rounds of breath together. So first, go ahead and exhale all of your air completely. Take a big breath in to fill up. Open mouth, exhale. And big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in, maybe the biggest breath in yet. Option for another sip of air at the top. Complete exhale, release. Go ahead and bring the thumbs up between the eyebrows, third eye point. When we create time and space to observe ourselves, our habits, our ego, we find growth. Namaste means the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.